Forever. Dog.
Welcome to The Chop with Latrice and Manila.
Where we give you the weekly recap and rundown of Drag Race Holland. Who's on top?
And who gets the chop?
Manila.
Latrice Royale.
I'm feeling extra glamorous tonight.
Giving everything you got, trying to make it to the top. Never ever gonna stop, even if you get the chop, 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 chop. Girl, you got the chop.
Don't be a bitter bitch. Just make them eat it, honey.
Let's chop it up.
Woo! It's time for another episode of Drag Race Holland.
Okay, so last week, the queens participated in a naked photo shoot for the mini challenge wearing nothing but a tiara. And then it was time for the Snatch Game. On the runway, they showed us their split personalities, but not all to the judges' likings. Envy Peru won the Maxi Challenge, and Sederginne and Abby, oh my god, ended up in the bottom. And Miss Piggy and Kermit hybrid look was not a serve that day, and Sederginne went home after the lip sync.
Bye, Sederginne.
Bye, Sederginne.
Oh my God. Well, up until that moment, she was serving me every runway, honey.
Yes, I'm living for Sederginne, and I'm super excited because today on today's Chop, we are going to bring in Sederginne to the podcast, and we're going to find out what she thinks of this episode that she missed out on.
I'm excited. But episode 6, it takes two, and there's a lipstick message from Sederginne. What a party. Dark shot.
Dark shot. Keep it simple, Sederginne. I live.
I love it.
And what a party it was, because like she really brought the humor, the camp,
Yes.
the lovability, the backstory, the tears, the fights.
Yeah. Full
I
on.
mean,
Yeah,
full on.
We got much CTV from Sederginne. Yes, honey.
So we have Janie, and she's sad to see that her best friend Sederginne is going home. Abby apologizes, but then she also says, "Who's next?"
Girl.
She's sending home these girls left and right. Watch out.
She really is. She is like, who was that on that season that every time it was Max? I think it was Max that was sending everybody home. Like they were calling her a witch or something.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was Karen Michaels. You know, Karen Michaels.
She was one too. Every time.
Every time she was in the bottom, she just was like, "Okay, I got this, girl," because I know I know what all y'all can do, and none of y'all can do what I can do. So bring it on the lip sync, honey.
But Envy is really feeling the pressure because, you know, she got 3 wins so far and feels like everyone is looking at her, you know, to fail. But, bitch, she ain't, I don't know what failure is in her vocabulary. I don't think she knows what that word means because that bitch serves.
And even if she doesn't win another time ever, like there's not that many episodes left that no one really is going to be able to catch up to her.
Nope,
like 3 wins.
Yeah, she got the majority, so that's that.
Well, the next day we have a top 5. We got a video message from RuPaul. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? In the end, it'll be just one, but it takes 2 to have a little fun.
Yes. Shout out to Michelle Visage.
It takes 2, it takes 2. Me and you.
Yes, and then Fred comes in the workroom with the mini challenge, and it's the pit crew looking mighty fine while they bring out the Dutch dessert table. The girls pick their favorite, and it'll be a prop for their challenge. So it's called Save the Date. They're going to go on this little blind mini date or whatever.
Yeah. It's an interesting concept, which I really like. Like you come into the, like, we're coming into the middle of the date, and then your date, who is it's a blind date, and it's Nick Merjizen. I'm mispronouncing his name, but he was he the Bachelor?
Maybe, I don't know. He's beautiful. He's beautiful.
Very handsome.
Yeah.
It looked like he was giving roses away to some like eligible bachelorettes. I don't know if he is into the girls, but in this situation, he definitely doesn't seem to be into the girls.
Right.
This is almost more than a usual mini challenge. I'm thinking it seems like this is almost like enough to be a main challenge because they have to be funny and they have to get up in drags and whatnot.
It's a pretty big mini challenge because they had to get in full character. You know what I mean? So,
no, I was wondering, like, no, usually for these mini challenges, they give you like 15 minutes to get up and drag, but these girls look like they had a little bit extra time.
They were paying it.
They were like, yeah, guys, you want to look good for this blind date because, you know, we can't have y'all looking busted. I mean, some of the girls were like a little busted, but they were like leaning into that for like the humorous side.
Right. And Janie and Envy are super flirty. Like, it seems like, it was his name, Neek, is like turned off by Abby and Chelsea Boy, and but pretty fascinated by Mama Queen, even though she's being completely gross.
What she's like, it reminds me of that Flashdance scene where she like is eating the lobster like really sexy.
Right.
So in the movie Flashdance, like the main character, she's on a date with the guy and she's like eating lobster, which is apparently an aphrodisiac. Because it costs $45 a pound. And so she's eating it seductively, but Mama Queen is like doing that with the dessert. She's like rubbing it on her face and all over her titties.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, go full out, go big or go home.
And you know what? It works for her because Mama Queen wins a romantic weekend away in Rotterdam at the Hotel New York and a meal at the New York basement.
One day.
I mean, I don't know. She could probably like just swing on by to Rotterdam, you know. It's just not get out. It's not like going to the Bahamas.
I'm just talking about the pandemic. Oh gosh. Okay. So the Maxi Challenge. Fred introduces the mothers, fathers, and best friends of the girls for a makeover challenge, and oh my God, it's so sweet. And Envy Peru, her mother Laura, Abby has her brother Victor, Chelsea's best friend Jacob, and Janie Jackay's mother Petra, who's really cute. Mama Queen's father Hans, and I was just like, oh my God, these families and friends.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, if there's an Emmy episode, this is gonna be the one.
This is the one for sure. Have you ever had a chance to make over any of your family? I know we did the Friends, our best Judies that one time.
At band camp, yes.
But have you ever like got to put like your mother or your father or your brother? Okay,
I put my cousin
cousin.
up. I did her makeup once before.
Now, was this like for like a wedding or was this for like full geesh?
It was just a little daytime realness, and then they went horseback riding in full beat. Girl, what are you? where you going?
See,
wasting my makeup, honey.
I'm always like the one like at a wedding, like all my aunts start hitting me up like, Carl, can you put me in makeup today? Like, I mean, can you make me look as beautiful as Manila Luzon?
Oh.
I'm like, you're gonna end up looking like a
girl, but you don't have the bone structure, honey. I can.
Well, they're my relatives, so they do have a little bit of a similar bone structure. But the problem is that like they think it's a good idea until they realize how much makeup I'm putting on their face, and then they feel like the cake.
It's not caking on. They're like,
yes, and they're like,
too much.
They're like, why do I have 2 brown stripes on the side of my nose?
Oh my God.
So before they all like walk the runways, we have Ryan von Dorst. She comes in with a tray of drinks. She almost spills them. But if you remember, Ryan is the celebrity that Mama Queen impersonated for Snatch Game.
Yes.
Which apparently Ryan is really funny, and she's making me crack up.
Yeah, she had a lot more personality than Mama Queen
Mama
had
Queen
on. I was like, she's really animated.
But I will give Mama Queen this. She did do a very good, like, physical
representation.
impersonation.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I did get it. They could have been twins.
They
but
could have been they could have been family. They could have been family for this exact challenge. I would have been like,
Exactly.
"Hey, Dad, sit over there. Ryan, come over here."
But Ryan sits down with Mama Queen and her father and talk about growing up and wearing girls' clothing and making a choice in adult life to fit, to fit in and be safe, or to be true to herself and attract more negative attention. And like anytime you're different, you're going to attract negative attention because you're standing out and not blending in. People are going to make judgments and say whatever they want to say. But to have a father that is supportive and loving you and right there for you, that's all we can really ask for, man.
Yeah. Because the thing about it is that, like, despite the fact that, when you put yourself out there, you look different than other people, whether it's your choice or not.
Right.
You're going to be getting attention. Now, some of it's easy to recognize the negative attention.
Yeah.
But what I think is really cool is that Hans, Mama Queen's father, recognizes also the fact that she does get positive attention, and then that's good, and it makes Mama Queen happy. And what else can a parent ask for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, he's worried about, like, the negative side to it. But, hey, if there's a silver lining, hey, the good comes with the bad, right?
That's true.
So
That's true.
I thought this was a really, really heartfelt moment. I could have just sit there and watched the family dynamic of Mama Queen with her father, with the person she was impersonating during Snatch Game.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it
every second.
So then we have Abby. Her brother came to the gig, and she's saying that, like, her straight brother is, like, he escorts her to her gigs. She rides on the back of his bike to the show, and he acts like her bodyguard at the club. And he looks up to Abby as his big brother, and he loves Abby, her, and he explained that because their mother had a hard time accepting Abby's lifestyle as a homosexual and a drag queen, he's kind of filled in that gap for her. And I think that's really lovely to see.
Yeah. They look like twins too. You cannot deny the DNA. You know what I mean?
I know. I was like, ooh, look at those two cute Brazilians.
Oh God, there you go.
How about we do like a brother sister nude photo shoot for a mini challenge?
There you go. You're such a pervert. Can you dry your pussy off for just a second?
Yes. Okay, my wop.
Your wop. But Chelsea has her friend Jacob, and he's always supported Chelsea Boy. And now it's time for Jacob to get a little shine and be a star and walk in heels.
Yes, that's cute. It's good to have a friend, there by your side. Envy's mother is there looking adorable. She moved from Peru to Holland. She wanted to protect her child and get away from that macho culture. She had some trouble accepting the drag scene, but now she's super supportive and super excited. And, we've gotten a lot of Envy Peru's backstory. And so it's really nice to see a supportive and loving mother, doing what she can. Yeah. You know what I mean? I love that.
That's all we can ask for. It's so beautiful to see, and she was so brave. Her mom, to make the sacrifice and the move, and it takes a strong woman to take a move and try to do better for her and her kid. So kudos to that. And then you got Janie's mother, and she is so excited to get to try to drag for the first time. And Janie talks about being bullied a lot as a child, and being from a small town in Volendam, and losing her father just 3 years ago. So she's been through it, and you just never know what a girl is going through.
Yeah, and it's good to hear the story of Janie, because a lot of bad things happened in her life. But from the stories that they're telling, it's really cool to see how quickly Janie gets back up and keeps on going and keeps on doing what she does. And with the support of her mother, yeah, you can definitely do that. Yeah. So that's amazing. Wow. We have some news in our inbox that I can't wait to read. But we'll do that right after this break. How about that?
Boop, boop. Let's do it.
Yes! And we're back and we're digging through our inbox. And I found this really cool email from Jewel. Hey, Queens. I noticed you both keep wondering how Sederginne kept bringing those massive props to the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Well, Jewel explains, the Netherlands is really small, so they didn't have to take a plane to the studio, and therefore their luggage wasn't very limited. Madame Madness actually said that in an interview she did with Bussy Queen on YouTube that every queen had an entire truck full of things to bring. So there you go. That's how they were getting those huge props over there. I hope this helps Jewel. Yes, because I was wondering.
Work. Come on, trucks. Bitch, they got truckloads of drag, honey.
Yeah.
We thought we were doing it with our little 5 suitcases, honey.
Oh my gosh.
Girl.
Yes, it is really difficult to squish a whole fuckload of clothes into 5 suitcases that you could put on a plane.
Oh my God.
That makes a lot of sense. I love the fact that we have our listeners like listening in and they get in the tea.
Oh my God. Yes. Thank you. For real. Because, inquiring minds want to know and we just nosy and really want to know. So thank you for that. And y'all can just keep on email us at Latrice and Manila at gmail.com and your email might just get read.
Yes. Inform us. Give us the tea.
Yes,
let us know. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So the next day, the boys shave their beards and are ready for the runway. And they have to walk off. They have a little walk off in the workroom and test their abilities in the heels. And there is an array of different abilities and talents. Some shockingly good. I was like, oh, Hans. Oh, Pops wasn't too bad.
Yeah, especially in those high-ass hooker pleaser heels. Them lucite platform stripper heels. He's a daddy queen, so yes. Let's make sure you can walk. Speaking of walking, Fred comes down the runway looking like a cotton candy dream.
Oh,
gorgeous.
My gosh. Yeah.
Gorgeous. We have our main stage judges, Nikki Plessen, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We have Loisa Lamers from Holland's Next Top Model, the winner.
Wow.
And we have Ryan Van Dorst. She's there with all the tea from the walk around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the category is walk the runway with your mother, father, or best friend in an original look that speaks to their special bond. We are family. Abby comes down with her brother first, and they do this whole Mortal Kombat vibe. And I have to say, it was like, yay, Abby, finally. I was like, yay, Abby. It made a really great impact. It was thought out. Loved the poses, the choreo. They were getting it.
Yes. And it's good because, Abby's outfits look great. So have 2 of them, it even makes it even better because there's twice as much. and they look good. And they look good.
Had a sword fight. That's your fantasy?
I mean, yes. A little sword fight between Brazilian brothers. I was totally into it. Abby, oh my God. And brother, oh my God. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay. Our other South American family comes down the runway. We have Envy Peru and La Mama. I freaking love this because it goes back to their Peruvian roots. They come out on little llamas. And their runway looks they're made with alpaca fur. It's rainbow colored, and it has a very distinct Peruvian vibe to it.
Completely.
Have you been to Peru?
I have been to Peru, and I loved it. I've been to Lima.
Peru. Yes.
Didn't we go together once?
I don't think we were in Lima, Peru together, because no, you weren't there with me.
Oh, maybe I went right after you or something. It was like we went back to back, I think. But
Or maybe we did. I have fucking no idea.
yeah,
girl.
it was a while ago. But yeah, Lima.
Yeah. Okay. So I went to Machu Picchu, and the traditional women's clothes are these like really high waisted, like bell shaped skirts, which I thought was really beautiful. And when I went there, I was sketching out little like Peruvian inspired designs for the next time I went back to Peru. And it's all colorful, and it was exactly what I wanted to see from like a Peruvian inspired thing. I'm so happy that Envy Peru did this look. It was amazing. And those llamas.
Those llamas. They're so funny. Janie Jacquet and her mother Petra, Queen Mother, both in red, and Janie crowns her mother on the runway, paying tribute to her mom. That's really sweet. Yes, my queen. You better bow down, honey. That's lovely.
This look was pristine.
Right. So like it made me question some things.
What'd you make you question?
Cause how like did she know that it was gonna be her mama? Like that like fit on the dress for her mom was so right, like it was tailor-made for her. Did you not think?
I think that they might have known because like Envy Peru, like she had a whole like Peruvian backstory with it. So like, it kind of makes sense that she might have known, right?
It does.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then like Chelsea Boy and her best friend Jacob, they both did a Mars Attacks look and those matching gowns. Remember that scene in Mars Attacks when the alien dresses up like the sexy lady and she like glides in and she like has that and she like it looked like Jacob's dress fit him perfectly too, like it was made for his body. So I'm thinking that they might have known. They might have known that the who was gonna come.
Yeah.
Because the fits on these outfits were immaculate.
Immaculate, bitch. I was like, this is not no like one size fit all situation that's tucking in with safety pins. This is like this was made for you, honey. Tailor made.
Also because like they filmed this during the pandemic, so it's probably best not to just bring in random strangers. You know what I mean? So it makes sense that like, oh well, we'll just bring your mom because like you probably are in contact. Yeah. And then we have Mama Queen and her father Hans, and they come out pregnant, just like Mama Queen's entrance look. I love it. They're just keeping the family line going.
I mean, yeah. Keep the Mama Queens coming, honey.
That's hilarious. Okay, so then we get to the judges' critiques. Hans like literally goes down there and breaks down on the runway because his love for his child is so great that his tears cannot be contained. He's got Nikki Pleasant crying there.
Like everybody.
I was crying.
We all were. We were like, oh my God, this is the moment they're going to do this to us.
Right. This is like a really sweet moment. Mama Queen won the mini challenge. Then like she comes in with the father who I honestly like the story of like the father's support to his gay son, drag queen daughter. It was so moving. Unfortunately, they weren't super in love with the looks themselves for the makeover.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
all right.
Oh, well. I mean,
that story was so good that I was like,
I care. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Winner for me. You guys
yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
And Chelsea Boy, they loved the look, but thought the performance wasn't good and a bit too long. Maybe we saw the edited version, and I didn't get that. I thought that it was good.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I feel like they have to nitpick because like these runways are getting very like down to the nitty gritty, right?
Yeah.
Because Janie Jacquet comes and they love the sentiment and the story behind the look, but they think like the performance is a little lacking. Ryan thought that it was a little bit old fashioned.
See, I mean, but
like
it's your mom. What do you?
It was like perfect, immaculate. Like there was not a stitch out of place, not a hair on a curl out of place. But I guess like at this point, like, if it's not giving you something, I guess maybe after last week's like split personality, like we're really just wanting to have like the basic look. Like now they're just wanting to have like something extra to go on top of. I guess so.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, for Envy, they thought the act was great. They loved how they showed their love, and they had good energy, and all the judges loved Envy's mom. She has she's a spitfire, though. She had a lot of personality. Was she the one that said, you can speak Dutch? Because she gagged him because she spoke.
Oh, yeah, because Nikki was talking in English to her at first. And she's like, yo, I speak English. I speak Dutch. I speak Spanish. She's multilingual up in here.
Multilingual, honey.
Yes, slaying. Then we have Abby, oh my God, and her brother. They're living for the look. It was so sweet to see the support, but the dynamic between the two of them and the support. The judges loved the look, but mostly because of the performance. And they loved the fact that he was wearing a breastplate and boobs and like they were tucked. That we are all looking for to see how you can tuck. We have very emotional moments, right?
Very emotional moments with the friends and family, and everyone tells their queen why they want them to win and why they should win. And that was like, oh God, just when I was kind of drying up from, Mama Queen's last thing, now y'all gonna run down the line with this. And we were a mess. But it was so beautiful, and everyone spoke so eloquently and so positively and just in full support of their loved one that was on the stage, and they saw a superstar. No matter what happened from that moment on, they felt that they had already won, and it was so beautiful.
And this is what's great about these moments. Now they go back into the workroom and there is a lot of love going around. There's a lot of acceptance. There's a lot of family members who are very brave to go onto this TV, let themselves get done up like this, to show support and love of their friends and their family. And Janie was just breaking down because she was so moved by Hans and how he was there for Mama Queen.
Yep.
And Janie, who has lost his father, is sitting there with with her mother. And it was really
a lot of emotion, but I love how everyone connected and felt each other's story and respected it. And it was just beautiful. And that was the moment I was like, okay, so what is the Dutch version of the Emmys, honey? Because this is the episode for that, because they got us together.
They sure.
So beautiful.
They sure did. They sure did.
Yeah. Good job. Ultimately, our winner is Envy Peru once again. Number 4. Bitch, she wins a voucher for 2 from Wit Dental Office for teeth whitening.
Okay.
But the bitch has 4 now under her belt. There's definitely no way anyone can catch up, because I think we got 2 episodes left. And so that's about that.
That. Envy Peru slaying the game.
Slaying the game.
Now, I honestly thought that it was going to go to Mama Queen because of the storyline. Because, on older seasons of Drag Race, they're like, okay, well, you know what? They sometimes will not give the win to the clear winner just because they want to mix it up and keep it keep the audience on their toes. But honestly, Envy Peru's look with her mother was so fantastic and their performance was so good and so well thought through and so executed so well that there was no denying. I would have loved to see Mama Queen win because that father bond that they have, I feel like they deserved it.
Win. Yeah.
Yes, right?
I wanted Dad to win. I did. Yeah,
so now we have our bottom 2. And shocker, Abby is safe.
Bitch, she moved on up and out of the bottom, honey. I'm so proud of Abby.
But that means that Chelsea Boy and Janie Jacquet are now lip syncing, and they're in the bottom, having to lip sync to Dolly Parton's 9 to 5, girl.
Okay, so, bitch, as soon as you heard the first note, and I looked and saw what Janie was wearing versus what
Chelsea Boy was wearing,
I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Janie looked absolutely adorable, and I was like, I got country all of a sudden. I saw a little country
right?
star. All of a sudden, it just was like so right. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. She did such a good job. She looked amazing, and I felt bad because Chelsea Boy's wig was coming undone, and that's just not something.
She's falling apart, girl. She fell apart.
Well, that means that Chelsea boy, Daxa girl, Daxa.
That's a wrap on that, and I
That's
feel
a
bad.
wrap on
but-
that.
Well, that was that. So let's take our little short break, and we'll be right back. Ooh, we are back, and this week we have a very special guest joining us for our Tops and Chops segment. Please welcome. Oh, my nipples are so hard right now. From Drag Race Holland, Season 1, the tantalizing, effervescent, dazzling, stunning, sickening queen, Sederginne!
Hello! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, how are you girls?
Oh my God, we are better now.
Oh,
We're
thank
fantastic.
you for having me. This is a dream.
Oh my God, you look fabulous.
Thank you.
Yes.
A little daytime. What time is it over there?
It is 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, so you in the night? You old night crawler? You in the night evening time?
yeah.
Okay.
I have sunset
Regular,
already.
yeah, regular drag queen time. Yeah.
This is regular drag queen time. Yes.
Sederginne, I gotta say, last week I was devastated, and I know I'm not the only one because it was a gasp heard around the world when you were eliminated. So I'm so happy to have you here because I need my Sederginne fix this week.
I'm here. I'm all ready for it. You know what? It was crazy for me to watch it back, girl.
Yeah,
What did I do? And then you have to go and watch with your family, your friends.
Oh my
And
God.
I've seen it 4 or 5 times now, and I'm like, okay, guys,
I got it.
I just gonna keep it on this too here.
She's holding up a Miss Piggy and a Kermit
But
stuffed
look what
animal.
happened. She had a little accident during
Oh,
filming.
she
Oh
did.
no,
Yeah.
she got burnt by the curling iron.
No, I'm saying she has a little Madam Madness happening. The cow look.
Oh. She got a little spotty. Well, Sederginne, we are going to get into it with you about your experience on the show on Thursday's episode. But I want to ask you what you thought about watching this week's episode of Drag Race Holland, the episode that you were not on.
Well, yeah, it's strange to see the episode and not see myself in it. I mean, I'm a big fan of myself as well. But yeah, I'm so happy for the girls that are still there and they're doing an amazing job. And I think that was a very emotional episode. I was crying. I was already depressed because I had to leave the show, and
And now you're crying.
now I'm crying again.
Okay, so you watched the episode, and each week on our podcast we do our tops and our chops, our favorite moment and our least favorite moment of each episode. So we want to ask you to join us because now that you're not on the show, you can just be like one of us girls who are just watching from the wings, and you can pass
Talking shit.
judgment. You can pass judgment and talk all the shit you want. You can, Abby, oh my God, wave your hands to
Okay.
whomever you like,
Do we have another hour?
We do, but on Thursday. Would you like to go first, Sederginne? What is your favorite moment from this week's episode of Drag Race Holland?
It's all the stories that we got to see. What's running through a family or a mom, and then like for instance, Janie and her mom. That was so beautiful. The story, and Mama Queen and her father. I mean, her dad is on the show getting into drag. I think that were my tops of the week.
Yes. It's our first time seeing a father getting up in drags, I think, in the whole show, the
Yeah,
existence of
yeah.
Drag Race, right?
Mhm, I
Her
think so.
story, yeah.
Yeah.
And he did very well. Wasn't
Did
he
very
so
well.
cute?
So adorable.
Yes. Yes, yes.
So
His
adorable.
willingness to play along was outstanding and
Mhm.
like a beacon of hope to all of us little homos out there who are fearing that we're not going to get the love and acceptance from our parents. Which, yes.
Yeah, that
How,
really is beautiful.
Latrice, what was your top from
I'm
this week?
completely echoing Sederginne because I like the stories. Mama Queen's dad Hans had me bawling. The stories, like I said, like this was the episode that whatever the equivalent of the Emmy Awards, this was that episode that solidified the nomination because it was beautifully done. All the stories were so woven seamlessly, and it was just wonderful to see and get to hear everybody's backstory.
I agree. It is definitely my top as well. It's just really nice to see the families all kind of uniting together because like when you go on the show, like you become sisters with your competitors, with these other contestants, you become sisters. So to see your competition and to like meet their mother and to meet their father, to meet their brother, their best friends. I mean, it
Yeah.
really kind of like it's like going to a family reunion or like a wedding or something like that where everyone's there and everyone's just like sharing the love and sharing in the experience. It's such a heartfelt moment and I'm so happy to have gotten to watch it. You have like a beautiful family with your cast, Sederginne.
Yeah, and it is so because you know that better than I do, maybe that are sometimes so bitchy and in the workroom, and you know the game is on, and that moment your family starts walking in, it's just a whole episode
Yeah.
filled with so much love, not even one angry word. Even Abby, oh my God, fixed it to shut her mouth and just be nice.
The shade of it all. Oh my god. Okay, so what about your chop? Something in this episode you could have done without, I'm sure. Well, what was that?
My chop of the week is seeing Abby walking into the workroom the other day. It should have been me. It should have been me. No. I think it's hard to say that there is a chop in this episode. I think because I've been watching it and it's only love, as I said. So there is not really a chop for me. Yeah, the chop is maybe that Chelsea boy, her wig came off during the lip sync. Maybe that's okay. That's a chop.
That's her chop. Yeah. I was noticing that wig kind of starting to like droop underneath the lights, and I was like, when she was in the bottom, I was like, ooh, this is not gonna be good.
And you can see that it's happening. It first was like, and it's like we were like, oh no, it's not. Is it really gonna happen?
Started flopping over. Oh,
It happened. So maybe that's the chop.
That's a good chop.
That is a good chop. Well, Latrice, what is your chop?
Well, my chop is kind of like the whole sentiment that like this whole episode was so filled with love. I hated the fact that anybody had to go. Like I just was like, oh no, nobody gotta go today. Everybody can stay today, you know. But I guess we were out of episodes and they gotta go. So, but that was my chop. I didn't want anybody to go.
I mean, it's every week I don't want someone to go. So. Like we fall in love with you guys, like watching you, and it's always fun to like follow you guys. But after you guys are gone, I'm just like stalking you on Facebook and stalking your Instagram. So it's all good. My chop is like this weird moment because Ryan came through the walkthrough, which I really appreciated because it was really cool to see it. But I really wanted it to be Fred.
Oh.
Like I really wanted to see Fred get to interact with the girls a little bit more because I've noticed Fred really, really, really looks like he has a lot of fun when he comes into the workroom. Like he's like with you guys, he's like buddy up with you guys. And I would have loved to see that moment with Fred. Now, I really enjoyed all the moments that we got with Ryan, but I still kind of wanted it to be Fred because that's...
It's something like so close with your family.
Yeah,
maybe
because it is family. Yeah, and then Ryan was her first time being a guest there, like so that was my chop because I really thought that Fred could have done a really good job, like really getting to the backstory of all of his contestants and their families and stuff like that.
Oh.
Well, that's our tops
I
and our tops.
And the chops. Oh my God.
Now that we have Sederginne here, but we're running out of show. So we're going to dive much deeper into what Sederginne's experience was like on Drag Race Holland on our Thursday show. So I want to make sure that everyone tunes in on Thursday because we have all the piping hot tea with Sederginne.
For your nerves.com.
ForYourNerves.com.org.
So thank you so much for listening to The Chop.
And thank you so much to Sederginne for coming in and giving us the tea and what she thought about this episode without her. Make sure you guys subscribe to our show and you can rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. We have new episodes every Tuesdays and every Thursdays.
Thank you for having me, girls. Oh.
Absolutely. And make sure you guys remember to email us, and we might read it on the show next week. Email us at latriceandmanila@gmail.com.
You can follow us at Latrice Royale and at Manila Luzon and at Sederginne Official.
There you go. Is that the same email address I need to send my dick pic to Manila?
Slide into my DMs, Sederginne. Slide into my DMs.
Yeah! Oh my God, we love you guys so much. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week to find out
who gets the chop.
The Chop is not endorsed by Word of Wonder, Videoland, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only.
Drag Race Holland and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respective trademarks and copyright holders.
Forever Dog.
The Chop is produced by Forever Dog and MOGULS of Media.
Mom.
Hosted by Latrice Royale and Manila Luzon.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Mixed and mastered by Will Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem Belli.
Alaska Thunderfuck.
Brett Boehm.
Joe Cilio.
And Alex Ramsey.
Our theme song is The Chop by Manila Luzon and Latrice Royale.